Sheila, for heaven's sake.
I had to come, David. I couldn't stay away.
Courtney, are you...
I'm going to wait outside.
Are you okay?
Yes?
Courtney? Courtney, please don't go.
I don't want to hear any more of this.
This preview was Mason's idea, not mine. But I sat here without a word, and I let him do his number on David. Courtney, he's going to give the jury a distorted image of him. It's not fair. I want to turn. And I think it's only fair that you listen to me tell my side, David's side. Please, Courtney. Will you let me do that?
Look, you should go. We can't afford to be seen now until this is all over.
David, I need to be with you tonight, whether the jury's in or not.
I know that's impossible. It'd be suicide.
Pray for
He wanted to talk to her. He wanted to ask her to give their marriage another try. But instead, he walked into the bungalow and found his wife lying on the floor, apparently dead. This was when he made his big mistake. You see, he panicked and he ran, believing that it would look like he was the killer. He was grief-stricken and he was terrified, and yes, this was a monumental error in judgment. Nobody will argue that. But none of this automatically means that he killed her. All right, then there's Sheila. The witness that the prosecution would like us to disregard, and he's right. She gave quite a performance up there, didn't she? And the upshot of it was that it proved that David was telling the truth all along, that the affair was only going on in her head. Now, Mason would somehow like to show that Sheila's duplicity somehow diminishes David's credibility, but the opposite is true. I don't think that there's anybody in this courtroom who heard Sheila reveal her twisted love for David and show her sheer malice at him for not loving her back. I don't think there's anyone here that would believe he was anything other than her victim. I also don't think that there's anyone here who really knows the agony that David has been going through in the past few months. He not only lost his wife once, but he lost her twice. First, when he walked into the bungalow, and secondly, when he had to make the decision to sign her heart away in order to save another human being's life. Courtney, I was there. I witnessed his agonizing decision over that. And I have to tell you, it made a lasting impression on me. A person cannot be found guilty by a jury unless the jury believes beyond a reasonable doubt that that person is guilty. I believe that DavidLaurent is an innocent man who has been wrongly accused of a very terrible crime. I believe that in this case, there is a lot more than a reasonable doubt. And I ask you, I implore you, please return a verdict of not guilty.
David, I loved my sister. But I know you cared for her too. I know that. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry I ever accused you or thought you were guilty. I don't think that now. I don't think that you killed her.
You say that in front of this jury, and you're guaranteed an acquittal.
Court's about to convene.
I just found the time. Had to be done. In case this is our last chance for an evening like this.
We're going to have a lot more chances.
I'm not being negative, I just... You were incredible in that courtroom today. I really think our worries are over. I want you to know you've given me the most beautiful moments I've ever known.
I refuse to keep an open mind, and I refuse to be philosophical. We are going to go on with every plan that we ever made. At the end of June, we're going to go up to that cabin that you rented.
I love you.
I love you. But I'm not going to stay here tonight. We're going to have dinner, and then I'm going to go home, and we're going to wait for the jury.
But the trial's over.
They couldn't have finished deliberating already. It's too early.
Hello?
I'm sorry, darling. I just had to hear your voice again. I wish I could be there with you.
Yes.
I wish we were away together at that cabin you found for us, David.
Sometime.
Are you all right?
Oh, fine. Yeah, considering.
Darling, I won't sleep at all tonight, and I know you won't either unless the jury comes in. I want to come over later.
I'm afraid that won't be possible. Tomorrow would be better. I'll have a lot to say then, one way or the other. Night. Reporters, you never quit.
Well, then let's quit then. Come back over here and let's have a wonderful dinner. What's the matter?
I know this isn't a good time to bring this up, but it's been on my mind all day ever since you told me about that photo of Sheila in Santa Barbara. Do you think it's possible that Sheila's the one that murdered Madeline?
Frankly, yes. You didn't do it, and somebody had to.
Well, what chance have the police got of proving that without that photo?
If you're acquitted, they'll probably go after Sheila. But without the evidence, we're not going to get very far.